for giving us this great opportunity. I am Pravita Todanava, pursuing my engineering in BVB College, and we are a team of 11 here with only one motive: spreading awareness of free and open source software. With immense pleasure, I would like to tell that our college, that is BVB, was ranked the 10th best college last year for spreading awareness of free and open source software. Now, what is free and open source software? Now, let me give an example. What if Einstein charged ₹10 every time you use his equation in your problem? The study of physics would be in a total geophardy, that is a total chaos. We wouldn't have made the development that we have made today. He is Linus Torvalds. He is the father of Linux. He one-handedly created the operating system Linux, and when it was totally developed, it consisted of lakhs of programming code, and when it was released in the market, it just costed ₹0. He could have been a billionaire, but he just gave it for ₹0. It is people like Linus Torvalds who dream for a world where knowledge is for sharing and not a commodity for sale. It doesn't mean that they are poor people. They live their livelihood through consultancy. Bill Gates says the OS I developed is mine, but Linus Torvalds says the OS I developed is ours. It is for the whole mankind. Let's go for a change. Okay, let's make a difference. Now, Bill Gates has 40,000 people working under him, but open source has got the whole world working under it for its development. So it has got many features which are much better. The choice is yours. It's left to you whether you want to go for open source or any other software. But we are here only to make you aware that there are softwares which are for free and they are of good quality. Boon boon se banta sagar. A little knowledge from your side, a little from our side will make in the development of human civilization. Be genuine, use open source. Now, in today's world where everything other than air is being costed, why don't we go for free and open source softwares? Thank you. Now the technical session will be carried out by my friends Vikas and Dev.
A very warm good morning to everybody. I am Vikas Tantu and I am here to take you into a big deep technical session where we will be actually demonstrating you and giving you a workshop as to exactly what are these open source software and how they are very reliable and efficient over the normal commercial software which common people use. So when we come up across the open source softwares, we need to realize what's the actual difference. In a bit depth, we need to realize what the actual difference between these open source softwares and the other softwares which are known as firm-based software. These are the commercial ones. In the firm-based softwares, we can see that the code is developed by the companies and then the code is logged into the binary. Binary means only zeros and ones which we cannot understand, only the computer can understand. So that the common customers do not understand it, so that they cannot modify it, the commercial companies lock the code by converting them into the binary form and then release it to the customer, thus making the customer totally handicapped. And even if he gets an idea, even if he's too damn intelligent, he cannot modify it because they doesn't have the source code. They have the source code, but it is in zeros and ones. We cannot understand that. Only the computer can. So in this way, the firm-based software has a, we can say, from the customer point of view, we can say it's a disadvantage. But from the commercial point of view, they have lots of advantage. But in the open source software development, we see that the code is developed by the community, and then the code along with the software is distributed to the user, so that users create the binary. Now users have the source code in the language or in the format which they can understand. That's why they modify and they prepare their own modifications in the software and then they convert it into binary and then they run it. So in this case you can see that users find and fix bugs and create new features. So as I illustrated in the Microsoft Office, some options you might have felt that it should have been there, this option should have been there so that our work would have been easy. But we can't do anything because Microsoft Office doesn't provide the source code. But if we are using something, the replacement known as OpenOffice, if we are using that, then which is an open source, then we can find and fix bugs by ourselves if we have the developing skills. So thus, from the customer point of view, the open source softwares, as they come up with the source code, it's very convenient for the user to replace, to debug and to place the new innovative ideas which they get. So this was about the basic difference between firm-based software and open source system. So by introducing you all to the open source community and open source software, I would like to go into a bit depth, that is to individual softwares, how they can be more reliable and how they can be very efficient over the normal commercial software, even though we get them for free. So we can see the various categories in which the open source softwares can be categorized. As you all see the different categories, we just get into feeling, we just feel only one thing, that open source softwares are not in only single category or in a single field. But seeing the various categories, we see that the open source softwares are spread almost everywhere in every field. Using open source, any layman to any professional can work in any field he wants. So the various categories, and please scroll down. In the office and design, we have again many softwares. That's a category and the various softwares included in that design. In office and design, the first software that we come across is the OpenOffice.org, which is an excellent replacement for Microsoft Office. Let us go a bit depth in OpenOffice to demonstrate you the individual features, how the same features in Microsoft Office are present in this, and also how OpenOffice provides extra features and still it is totally free. So this OpenOffice will be taken in big depth by my friend Derek, and I hand over the stage to Mr. Derek. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Derek here. I have come here to give you a brief presentation about OpenOffice.org. As Vikas told, OpenOffice.org is an excellent replacement for MS Office. MS Office, which costs around, as Pravita might have told, it's around 2,000 to 3,000 rupees depending on the package you are buying. But OpenOffice.org, as friends have told, it is a FOSS, that it is for free, and it is an excellent replacement, and thus I would like to start with the presentation. First, let me tell you all what is my presentation outline. First of all, I will be beginning with what is OpenOffice.org. I will be defining it to you all. Next, I will give you all the features. Then I will demonstrate some of the common features. I would like to say that I will highlight on the advantages and the better features of OpenOffice.org compared to, on MS Office. And then I give a one-to-one comparison with MS Office. And lastly, I would conclude with saying, why not OpenOffice.org? First, what is OpenOffice.org? As I said, it is the leading open source office software suite for word processing, spreadsheets, presentations, graphics, databases, and many more. It stores all your data in international open standard format. As I said, OpenOffice.org is a word processing software, is a office suite which contains all of these. It stores the data in all international open standard format. What does this mean? This means that you all might be having a misconception like OpenOffice.org files don't open in MS Office and MS Office files don't open in OpenOffice.org. But my dear friend, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you all, this is true if you store the OpenOffice.org files in its original format. But the main feature of this, it stores your data in international open standard format, means that it can store it in other formats as well. That is, as everyone might be knowing, OpenOffice.org original format is .odt for word processing file. That's a writer file. But whereas for MS Office Word, it is .doc. That is .doc. The main point is that OpenOffice.org supports storing it not only in ODT but also in MS Office formats.
Present here to give the vote of thanks. First of all, my heartily thank you to Mr. Ella, who has given us an opportunity to give a seminar in a magnanimous organization like VRL. Mr. Raghu Hiraman, who has been supporting us for all the technical aspects. Above all, you people for your precious time. And in these days of promoting Software Freedom Week, and we were giving seminars about free and open source software in HDMC. We are given in PU College, Chetan College, and we are given engineering colleges like KDIT and HDMC. But to be frank, VRL is surely a feather in the cap for us. And we have been dedicatedly working on it for 3 weeks, over days and nights. Our efforts would be fruitful if organization like VRL comes forward, embraces open source, and even promotes the open source. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great pleasure speaking with you. Thanks a lot for listening and your support. Have a great day.